Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I am freaking excited. ESP just dropped phase 1 of their 2022 line and it is impressive. I mean, check out these guitars. So there's about 4 pages of new guitars and this is just phase 1. So without further ado, let's get into this awesome gear. Let's go. So for those of you that are new to the channel, my name's Nick. I'm a guitarist here on YouTube. I run this channel which revolves around guitar history and product reviews. And as always, if you enjoy the content, please subscribe below, hit that alert bell, and this will help me keep making this content. Anyways, guitars. Man. So right off the bat, we have this SN1000 Evertune. Nick, do you know what an Evertune is? I do know what an Evertune is. So an Evertune really is a revolutionary bridge. Basically, you do all the settings on the bridge once the strings are kind of locked and cocked and ready to go. And you can set the strings to be in like a rhythm mode or a lead mode. Now, what do I mean by that? With the rhythm mode, you basically have great intonation of all the strings. And when you bend the string, it won't adjust pitch. That's because back at the Evertune bridge, it has a spring and lever. So when you bend, it releases and compensates for the pitch change and it won't sound like you're bending. And then you can adjust with the Allen key on the back to go into like a lead mode to let you do bends while the bridge also keeps your guitar perfectly in tune. You see these on a lot of Solar guitars right now. But anyways, back to the SN1000. That finish is awesome. I love the HSS pickup setup. That's like one of my favorite. And also look at the truss rod adjustment where it should be, right there, so you can always get to it, right? Looks like the back of the neck is not finished, which is great for shredders. I can't tell if it's matte satin, but that's the way you want it. Bolt-on neck, cool. Seymour Duncan. Oh, Seymour Duncan Pegasus in the bridge. Okay, not bad. Man, these finishes on this H1000, that black cherry is great. The H1000 also has an Evertune, and that's a cool finish. That purple, and like a super strat design for the LTD. Check out this Viper. That's also got an Evertune on it. It's pretty cool. You can't deny an SG style double humbucker setup. I mean, it just looks great. And that pickup choice is nice. Makes that look really clean. It's got the EMG brushed chrome on there. Not bad at all. And the fingerboard's Madagascar ebony. My favorite. Moving on down to the SD2 Black. That looks fantastic. And it's got the fretboard lining around it with the deep cutaway. That looks great. This is a super pointy, sharp star style guitar. You might kill someone with this. Let's see. Madagascar ebony fretboard, fantastic. Pickup setup, single humbucker, awesome. Seymour Duncan blackout metal. All right, so you got an active pickup in there. So let's look at the back. Perfect. Looks like, yeah, you can see one of those are going to be the 9-volt cavity, probably the one above the spring cavity. That looks great. This is awesome. This is a really simple guitar. Looks like they did a satin finish at the back of the neck, so it won't get sticky, but cannot confirm or deny that. But it looks great. Trying to keep the pace going because we have like 4 pages to go through. Let's go to the next page. All right, so the snakebite camo. I'm almost positive this is one of James Hetfield's signature models. So let's go ahead and look at the LTD version. Why not? Right off the bat, I think this body style is horrible. I get it. It's like they're kind of he's trying to get the Kelly look. Everything's gray except for that like hump that's in the back, right? Camo design, that's pretty cool. It's almost like the Desert Storm era camo. Almost looks like the chocolate chip. And so let's see. We got 2 humbuckers here. Looks like they're EMGs. EMG James Hetfield signatures. They look great. I like the finish and the covers on it. Looks like custom inlay in the 12th fret. That looks pretty cool. This looks great in a hardtail. Tone Pros locking. This looks great. So aside from the actual shape of the guitar, it looks good, right? 2-tone knob switch. Does this coil split? Let's look. Doesn't say. So if you're into Metallica, there you go. Oh, look at this EC1000T CTM. Man, that'll make you stop scrolling. Let's take a look at this. So I see a cream Les Paul. What do y'all think about with a cream Les Paul? Randy Rhoads, right? So this looks like a metal version of Randy's classic Les Paul, right? Hardtail bridge. It's got the fretboard lining, which is awesome. ESP and LTD do that more than any brand that I can think of right now. The white lining and the white piping around the fretboard makes it look really clean. It makes the guitar look really, you know, upscale. So set through construction, that's pretty cool. Mahogany body, Madagascar ebony fretboard, man. These guys are knocking it out of the park. I love it. The gold hardware is cool. I think it fits with this guitar. I'm not huge on gold hardware, but with this one it looks pretty good. Oh, and then the pickups. Fishman, right? These are getting so popular. These are Fishman Fluent Open Core Classics. These look great. So it looks like it's got a push-pull electronic setup, which is awesome. Man, this looks great. This is a great finish, and I really, really, really love that Fishman Fluents come in these guitars stock. That's great. This is a phenomenal guitar. What's the back look like? So the back of the neck looks finished, but it also looks like it's got that satin finish for, let's make up a new word, speedability. Okay, moving on down. So it looks like we've got some baritone options with the EC1000 Baritone. For all you hardcore guys, I can dig it. The Phoenix looks like a play on the Thunderbird. Very cool. The quilt top is awesome. Also with the fretboard lining. Oh man, moving on to the TE1000, that telly, that snow white telly with the black pickguard. That looks awesome. Fishman pickups in there. And then, man, this looks great. It's got the, all right, so this has the finish on the back of the neck. Let's see, 2 tone knobs, like standard, almost a standard kind of telly hardtail bridge. It doesn't have the 3 saddles. It has all, strings have all their own saddles, so that's not really standard telly, but Madagascar ebony fretboard, fantastic. Like we saw, it's got, these have the Fishman Fluence Modern, which are really, really nice. Active as well, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Looks like there's a 9-volt cavity in the back. What are you getting from this guitar? I'm getting like John 5, Slipknot vibes, kind of, right? I do like it though. Man, this is a good guitar. 24 frets on a telly too. But this is great. This is awesome. This is an LTD Deluxe. So moving on, you got some more EX7 Baritone black metal. That is awesome. Next page, a lot of baritone options. This SN1000 HT. Man, 7 strings. That's awesome. Oh, look at this Mirage Deluxe 87. This just screams to my hair metal roots, right? This guitar literally looks like it walked out of a Whitesnake video. All white, got that slanted neck pickup. Dang, the gold hardware on the white looks pretty damn good. The 12th fret has an inlay that says 1987. That's cool. Dang, this is a good looking guitar. The back, bolt-on neck, no finish. Perfect. Okay, comes with a Floyd Rose 1000 bridge, not horrible. The Floyd Rose specials, those tend to break down super easy, and the components of it are really soft like metal, so as you really wrench down the strings, the metal starts to bend, starts to get chippy, and it all falls apart. But the 1000 is good for the money. It's a good value bridge. Madagascar ebony fretboard, perfect. Seymour Duncan hot rail, oh, for the neck, right? Yeah. And then Duncan distortion. All right, not bad. For 1,100 bucks, not horrible for a, that's a great looking guitar. It does have a pickup ring in the bridge position. We could do without that, but that's okay, we'll let that slip. So we have more Phoenix options with an Evertune and Fishman pickups. This SN1000 HT, now this is cool. Looks like we have some Fishman Fluence Moderns in there. I like the sandblasted finish with the burst. That's pretty cool, it's pretty inventive. This is a pet peeve, but the tone knob is like really close to the bridge pickup and the bridge, and I would turn that down as I play and palm mute all day. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, so the back of it's awesome. It's almost like, so it's got an unfinished back, and the sandblast all the way through, obviously. Man, this is cool. So it's called a fire blast finish. Not too bad. The neck is a roasted maple. That's why the back of the neck looks kind of darker. Moving on to the next page. Oh, this SN1000 FR, an HSS setup. I'm a sucker for the snow white and black. I just think it looks so clean. I have an Ibanez RG Genesis that's snow white and black, and I can't get enough of it. Whoa, okay. So this has 24 frets. Looks like it comes with a Floyd Rose 1000, which is great. Madagascar ebony fretboard, but then when you flip it around, look at that back. That's a real roasted maple right there. That's a dark roasted maple. And you can tell it's got the satin finish. So you can rip and shred on this all day. We've got Fishman Fluence pickups, perfect. Push-pull tone electronics, that's great. So yeah, it's got the locking nut with the Floyd Rose. Oh, it's a Floyd Rose 1000 SE. Fantastic. Okay, this is a good option as well, man. It's like a super strat looking, very Adrian Smith looking from Iron Maiden, right? Man, this one's on the list. I'm gonna remember this one. All right, moving down. So a lot of these, it looks like they have a lot of these Aero models, which I don't know if it was inspired by or if he was inspired by, but it looks a lot like the Alexi Laiho Pro models, right? This one has 2 humbuckers, and they're ESP designed humbuckers, so that's why you're going to see this particular one like under $700. The military green's cool. Looks like it's got a roasted Jatoba fretboard. Never used one of those. If you have, let me know in the comments what you think. All right, let's check out this EC1000T CTM with an Evertune, right? So these Evertunes are getting huge. Evertunes and Fishman, that's like the thing now, right? This is cool because the Evertune has gold saddles that match with the gold pickups. This gold looks great. I know I said I didn't like gold, but I guess I'm becoming a big fan of this. This is awesome. Madagascar ebony, perfect. Fishman Fluence classics. That's awesome. The finish is black on the guitar body, but it looks like it's got almost a satin finish to it. This is awesome. This is a good looking guitar. All right, we have another Mirage Deluxe 87 as we scroll down. A lot of baritone options still. I'm gonna need you guys to tell me what the big things with these baritones are. Let me know in the comments. Do y'all play a baritone? I've never played one. I know what they are, I know what they do, but are they becoming more popular? Lastly, let's check out this H1007 Baritone. So this looks, I mean, how do you explain this? This looks like a metal guitar, right? It's got the huge horn on the top. I wouldn't call it a super strat, but this looks great. It's got a set through construction. That top is good. I like the top. I love the burst with like either a quilt or a flame top. I think that looks pretty good. And they continue that onto the headstock. The headstock matches, right? 3-piece maple neck, that's great. Let's see, Tone Pros, LTD locking, tuners. Oh, okay, Seymour Duncan Pegasus. So the Pegasus is a cool pickup. You can do a lot with the Pegasus. It's a little more easy to dial in certain tones than say like the Nazgul or the Sentient, which the Nazgul and Sentient are my favorite pickup pairs, but the Pegasus gives you a little bit more variety because I'm pretty sure they're not as hot. Man, so this is pretty cool. This when I see this guitar, I see something that can compete in like the progressive metal world, and even with like probably not as good quality, but even like the Music Man, Ernie Ball, like Majesties, like the John Petrucci stuff. Like this is an option for someone that probably wants to save $1,000. All right, guys, that does it for today's video. Keep in mind that was just phase 1 of ESP's 2022 line. I tried to go through and pick the guitars that stood out to me, probably biased on the ones that I like the most. If I didn't get to what you wanted to see, just let me know in the comments or DM me directly. With that said, if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel below, I'd really appreciate it. It's gonna help me do these reviews and keep the channels going. All right, until next time, guys, see you later.